and a high prevalency of asthma among the general population. Many people in Sierra Leone depend on the fishing industry, which, if properly regulated, could have great potential. Before the war, fishery resources accounted for 11% of the gross domestic product. However, in recent years, unregulated overfishing and illegal fishing by foreign boats in Sierra Leonean waters has depleted the natural fish stocks. This industrial fishing is an offshore operation and provides little to no sustainable development in the country. Local fishermen who have been fishing in the same waters for generations complain that in recent years they have often gone out fishing for an entire day only to return with empty nets. The few fish they do catch are often sick due to the contaminated waters and cannot be eaten or sold. There needs to be a system in place that ensures that trash and human waste is not put into the gutters or bay. If it is stopped now, there is still hope that the natural ecology of Aberdeen Creek and Freetown Bay will be able to be restored. However, if the inaction on the part of the government and the international community continues any longer, irreversible damage will be done in the region. The government tried once to employ youths to clean up Freetown's beaches and streets. However, after going without pay for nearly 2 months, they quit and rioted outside government offices.
Ojú bàbá lọ ibi bọ́jáde kọ̀ mọ́yàwó la fẹ̀mí gbáwó. Ojú bàbá ẹja afẹ́lábà bòde wá wo ku ẹ̀ lọ. Àbábàdà àbúrú wọn bàjẹ́ kojú bá kojú ẹ̀ láǹjọ́ kí kojú bá wo. Nanera se kuna o. Nanera se waya kala bongo ko bana ka o la kotla o nanera se kuna o. Nanera se kuna o.
Any effort to clean up the Crew Bay and Freetown area needs to include not only the capital's residents, but also those living in rural areas. There needs to be educational programs to teach people not to dump waste in the water or gutters, and not to use the contaminated water for drinking or washing. However, as the trend of urban migration continues, there is no end in sight for Freetown's problem of slums. Many other developing countries experience similar trends, as those in the rural communities seek new employment opportunities in the city. However, in Sierra Leone, this trend was greatly accelerated by the Civil War, as many sought safety and help in the capital. The original building plans for Freetown did not consider the possibility of the city's population growing to its current size of nearly 2 million. Lack of enforcement and corruption has meant that nearly all of the building rules and regulations have been ignored. This has given rise to hundreds of half-built, unsafe homes in the areas surrounding Freetown. The once majestic hills that rise up behind Freetown and the Western Forest Reserve have both fallen victim to this new surge of building. Just behind Leicester, it is difficult to imagine that these hills used to once be covered with a lush, thick forest. It seems that every day a new house is built. However, due to a weak economy and poor planning, many of these houses are never finished, and all that remains are the shells. With no enforcement of land or building laws, people can claim land by simply building a wall around it. The new tenants often disregard the natural ecology of the land and its rightful owner. Looking over Gloucester and towards the refugee camp of Grafton, one can see the extensive damage that human activity has caused in Freetown's hills. Often, before beginning construction of a house, builders will use the technique of slash and burn, first cutting down all the trees and then burning the land. This severely degrades the quality of the soil and adds to the already heavy air pollution.